this is Miss Golestani. In today's project, we are going to make a collage piece using different scrap color papers, creating a beautiful meadow for our pollinators. We are going to first make our flowers on a white piece of paper, one of your drawing papers, 9 by 12 inch papers. We are going to use these scrap color papers, and I'm going to show you how to make your flowers using these colored papers. And then for next week, we are going to add our pop-up pollinators. And for pollinators, we are going to work on bees and butterflies. We are going to add them next week to our collage piece. Let's get started. So as I mentioned, for today's project, we need scrap color papers, we need a 9 by 12 drawing paper, we need pencil and maybe eraser and glue stick. We may need a black Sharpie as well. To get started, I would suggest you to take a look at the pictures that I put for you at our website. So check those pictures of flowers and get inspired by them. Or you can look at the flowers if you have any in your backyard. So for getting started, I am going to make some disc-shaped flowers. So these shaped flowers are the flowers which their centers are right like a circle, and then they have petals around them. I'm gonna make them, and maybe I make 1 or 2 other types. I am going to start by using my red paper, and since this is a scrap paper, I just need to trim it a little bit just to make something more like a rectangle. The next step would be to fold this rectangle in half either way, and then fold it again. Use your pencil and start drawing your petals on this folded paper. For drawing your petals, you can think about oval or raindrop or something like a leaf shape or the shape of a petal, honestly. Okay, while the paper is folded, I am going to cut out these shapes. So if you want to start setting up your flowers or putting them on your paper to just get some ideas on where to go and what to do, you can. However, I won't suggest to glue them right now because we want to make more and we want to figure out our composition. Composition means where we want to put our things. So maybe we change our mind and you can overlap some of the petals like this one here. So if I make this one, then the center, I'm gonna make this, and since it is a disc-shaped flower, I am going to draw a round shape, more like a circle, oval. At least make 3 flowers and then start gluing them down. And then add more flowers. Try different colors, try different sizes. So this will go here. Now I'm gonna switch to another color, orange. And this time I want to make my flower a little bit bigger than this one. You can make more than just one of one flower. I may make more of these red ones, but right now I'm gonna make an orange flower. Again, something like a rectangle. Doesn't have to be perfect. And you know what? After you fold it in half, you just can trim the sides like this. Okay, this time I want my, as I mentioned, I want my petals to be bigger. Maybe I fold it this way. Hot dog fold, right? So I folded the paper in half and then I folded this rectangle like a hot dog fold to get a longer petal. And then I am going to start by drawing 1 raindrop or an oval. but it's pointier on one side. I need to make more, obviously, because now I am just going to get 4 petals, and I know it's not enough for my flower. I am going actually to make one more rectangle the same size as this one using my orange paper right now. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's see here. And I am just using this paper as my tracer. One more. Now I am going to start drawing my petal here on this one too. And while I stack all this paper, I can start cutting the shape out. Okay, let's see. And I definitely am going to overlap some of my flowers. I need to make this shorter. Something like this. And then for the center, I may go with a different color, like turquoise. You can use any color you like. And I am going to cut out something more like a half circle. I'm gonna round these edges, make them a little bit round, more like an oval, right? And then I'm gonna tuck this under here, something like this. Okay, so this is one flower, and then I'm gonna make one more, and then we're gonna start making other things like leaves and stem, and also adding some more flowers and gluing them down. So the next one, right now that I'm talking to you, I am looking at some pictures of flowers online, and I feel that I really like to add a tulip or two, and I want to repeat this flower, maybe in a different color, maybe the same color. Let's see. For the tulip, I am going to choose purple paper. So this is the color for my tulip, and I am going to make probably one here. Remember, to make it look very realistic and fun, you have to play with the size and color of your flowers and also their height. So for example, I'm gonna pretend that the tulip is taller than these two, probably is behind them. One tulip is here, so that's how I want to consider my composition. This is the purple paper or magenta that I am going to use. And for the size of my tulip, I would go with a smaller size in the back and bigger size in front, because when things get farther away from us, they get smaller. We know that. Here is the bigger rectangle, and I am going to, let's see, I'm gonna actually use this whole thing for one tulip. So I am going to fold these two rectangles the same size, and I am going to put them together. For the tulip, if you take a look at the images of tulips, you see that this is how they look like. So the bottom is wider for each petal, and then when we go to top, it gets a bit pointy, something like this, if you can see it. And I am going to cut this out. And then I'm gonna make a smaller one and add my other details. Now that I make these 4 flowers, I'm gonna start gluing these down, and then I will keep adding more collage pieces. I changed the shape of this flower a little bit. Remember not to make your flowers too small, because then for next week when we want to make honeybees or bees and butterflies, we don't want them to be too small. We want to make them like a decent size for the flowers, so don't make your flowers too small. While I'm putting these pieces together, I am looking at the pictures of flowers that I have. Right now I'm looking at the pictures of tulips, looking at the shape of their petals and how they overlapped one another. Tulips have longer leaves, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm using my green paper and I'm doing the same thing that I did for the petals. This time are for the leaves. Their leaves are more like longer type of oval, and because of that, when I fold my paper in half, I'm not gonna fold it this way. I am going to fold it this way to make a longer leaf for this, and then I'm gonna probably cut that in half for this one back here. Before I add more flowers, as you can see, I'm adding my leaves and also I'm adding my stems. Then I will move back to make more flowers. So this is good for this one. It does need a stem and I may use a green paper for that. And for this one back here, this is too big, right? So I'm just gonna make it shorter. I just tucked my green paper underneath this petal to show that it's behind, and see if I can, yeah. So it's good not to glue your petals completely onto your papers, to give some space for other pieces to tuck underneath. Okay, these are good. Actually, I'm gonna overlap this one like this. Okay, this helps us to think that this flower is farther away, it's behind that green leaf. We call this overlapping, and when we artists do overlapping in their work, they create a sense of depth in their work, right? We feel that this is farther away, this one is closer. And all happens by overlapping, because the paper is a flat paper, right? But what I did with my pieces created that illusion. Okay, this is this, and I'm gonna glue these two pieces down too. This one goes, okay. Again, I am not putting the glue completely on the whole piece because I may want to tuck the stem underneath some of these leaves. Because of that, I am leaving some areas just dry. Okay, this is it. For these two, I'm gonna add leaves and then the stems. Since these flowers leaves are not long, I am folding my paper like this. Once and twice. And I will save these extra pieces for other flowers. So right now I'm gonna glue these down. time to add stems to these and add more flowers. So if you want, you can use a marker or a color pencil or a crayon to add stems to your flowers, or you just can use your scrap papers. I'm gonna try making using my scraps from the leaves that I made to make my stem. So it's absolutely up to you how you want to make your stem. I'm just gonna tuck this underneath if I can. And then here, right? So all I need to do is just to add some glue. Just gonna make it a little bit shorter. For these, I may try using green color pencil. Honestly, it's easier. And then for this one, I'm just gonna imagine this stem coming all the way down here. And then this one. So we are done with these flowers. I'm gonna make more. And I'm gonna overlap them a little bit, looking at the pictures, the flowers more, and repeat some of these colors. So I have 2 bigger size flowers. I want to add another big size flower here, and I will add leaves, and then my work would be done. Okay, now I feel that I am done with my flowers. What I can do is to add some doodling and some designs to some of these flowers. So you can use pen Sharpie, you can use color marker, you can use regular Sharpie. It's up to you. So for now, I probably want to add some details to some of these, and this part is optional. Okay guys, this collage artwork is done. I hope that you try this project and enjoy. Don't forget to have fun. Bye.